Hey, this is Don Noble
and Greg McCoy
from Notakoi Games, and we are two of the artists and designers for this Steam Early Access game that was just released on Halloween, and we kind of wanted to introduce you to it and what we're doing, so let's get right into it.
It's called Heckpoint. Woo! It's super spooky.
So we already started getting reviews from the community, and what we learned right off the bat is that we made the game really hard, which was kind of my fault. So one of the first things we did was listen to the community, because we are in early access, and that's kind of what we're here to do. We want to be able to make this game into something that's fun for you. And we want to hear your responses of what can make this game better and what we can actually kind of like, how we can push this game to its limits and take it to its full potential.
I tried to tell him that you guys wanted it easier, but he wouldn't listen.
So one of the first things we did was add in, if you go to options here, Jesus Christ. Okay, so we've added in normal, hard, easy, and hopeless modes, all that stuff, and you can also disable screen shake, and these were both ideas from the community, because before we had it where there was just one mode and it was going to just like rip you to pieces pretty much no matter what you did.
Whole lot of dead stuff, and that was you.
Yeah, pretty much. So jumping right into the game here, Greg's running around with the Baron. Let's go to the shop here and open that up. Now inside the shop here, this is where you buy all kinds of stuff for your character. There's over 70 plus different, there's weapons, passives. You can get extra passive slots here, so you can equip more than one thing at a time.
Up to 8.
Yeah, so essentially it's kind of like Call of Duty in a way, where you have 8 passive or 8 slots that you can acquire, and you can equip all kinds of different things in those 8 slots. Now you can only equip one primary weapon and one special weapon at a time. And then after you buy something, you go over into your inventory and you would equip. You see that you have 1 out of 1 available slots, and that means you can equip one thing. Jesus Christ, you just fart. Damn it. So anyway, he's gonna equip a special called Plasma Ball, which is a little bouncy ball grenade. It's pretty fun. And at higher levels, you can higher levels of the skill, you can actually throw 3, 6, and 9 of these things, and they just go crazy, bouncing around everywhere, destroying the ground, all that kind of stuff.
Complete crazy time.
So yeah, so we'll go ahead and equip that as our special, and now let's go ahead and head over to the cryo tank.
So many characters.
And here we have all kinds of characters. Well, not all kinds. There's 12 starting characters. Day 1, we introduced, I think it was 5 new characters specifically for a new world called Spooky World. That's all Greg's fault. I was going to name it like the Upside Right or something, making fun of Stranger Things, but
I like Spooky World. It's really good.
Yeah, so we just went with what Greg was doing there. And then if you go over to the left, and this is actually kind of nice, I wanted to show this off. There's a message board here that tells you all kinds of little tips and tricks about the game and little stuff inside the game. This particular move is one of my favorites because it's like this Superman punch out of the sky. Like you're flying in the air and you press down and hit your melee and you drop to the ground and you just devastate and you blow up some of the earth.
Sky punch!
Yeah, and you also got to watch out for like really elite enemies, because you'll hit them, but you come in contact with them, they'll do damage to you.
You don't do enough damage to blow you up?
Yeah, pretty much. And you also have to watch out for like holes, like if you find a pit, you'll zoom down to that and die. And then you'll also have barrels, which you can hit and they'll explode.
It'll blow you up.
So let's go ahead and check out Spooky World. This is the brand new world that we just introduced. Music by Two Iron Fist. These guys, I love them to death. They just create beautiful, beautiful stuff for us. And
they're real good.
Let's kind of discuss the modes here. So normal is actually from a community reviewer. He did a video for it. I think it's E-Electric Productions. I think I'm saying that right. Mm-hmm. So he suggested that we have like a mode that people can kind of get used to the game, where there's like, you don't collect as much money, but it's kind of like an easy mode. So every portal has one of these options. If you go into normal, we removed flying enemies, which are a huge pest, and they can be a big pain in the butt.
Except for the mini boss, which is at the middle point of the game.
Yeah, so there's a big mini boss. He's a big evil.
He shoots a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so yeah, watch out for him. But normal mode is pretty much is going to be as cakewalk as possible, especially as for this game. That's probably going to be your easiest experience if you want to jump in and start learning it there. Endless is literally what you think it is. It's literally, it goes forever. You can run inside Endless forever. Onslaught is where we introduce the obelisk, and the mini boss comes in here. The mini boss does not exist in Endless, but on Onslaught, about halfway through the level, about 500 yards in, you'll encounter this mini boss, and he's pretty tough, and he kind of guards the obelisk. Now, if you can get to the obelisk, it offers a nice little cash reward of the strange matter that you're collecting and converting into cash, and it also kind of destroys the world and resets the glitched world.
Kaboom!
Yeah, so that's the goal is kind of to reach the obelisk, but it's not going to be easy, because if you just try to fly through it, you'll get punished by meteors falling, and then you also have to kill enough enemies to spawn the obelisk. It's just, you're going to have to fight. And now Warpath is
everything that was in Onslaught but harder, because it's pushing you forward the whole time.
Yeah, it is literally. Warpath is where this game kind of started. It started as a very brutal infinite runner that was a mix of Contra and Broforce and Risk of Rain, and this is kind of where the heart of the game kind of started. It is probably one of the most difficult modes that you're going to choose.
I couldn't even beat it, and I'm a video game savant.
Yeah, so that's definitely Warpath is a lot of fun for me because I love a challenge, but it is also super difficult.
What we're really looking forward to is seeing the leaderboards on it, because when we can actually find people who get to the end and then people who beat times of those who get to the end, it's going to be pretty fun. Leaderboards, we're going to bring them on.
Yeah, those are coming. Those should be coming fairly shortly here in early access. So, I think we should go ahead and probably jump into a world and start showing everybody some of the moves here if we can.
Get it, controller. You can do it. You know what's up.
Here we go.
Teleporting a headless horseman to the spooky world. He's my favorite. I like him lots.
Yes, this is one of Greg's designs here, actually.
Ain't got no brains.
So every character has a primary shot, like right there. Every character has a melee that he'll show off here in a second. Whoop, there it is. And then every character has a special, and he's got the bouncy grenade connected right now.
Just because we wanted to show off the passives and stuff.
Yeah, we want to show off your special. So you're going to come with that. The grenades in this game are also pretty cool because you can kind of cook them for a little bit. So you can just tap it and you'll drop it right at your feet, or you can hold it and toss it across the screen. Oh, look at that. So let's probably what can we show off here? Oh yeah, Sky Punch. Let's take the game up here and
hold down and then hit your melee and boom.
Yes, I love that move.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
So there's some subtleties to your flight capability. So let's say you jump up in the air and then you're starting to float down like normal. If you hold up on your left stick or on the keyboard, you'll actually slow down for no fuel cost. You'll float to the ground like a feather. But if you hold down while you're falling through the air, you'll actually approach the ground a lot faster. And it's just, it gives you a little bit more options and maneuverability. Like if you want to stay in the air longer and reserve your fuel while you're just pumping rounds at people. And then now here we're just going to go crazy for a little bit and just kind of blast through some enemies.
Until we get to show you off the really cool part where you get to melee back that bullet.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of the game is reflecting enemy projectiles. I love that. So as you can see here, he's reflecting stuff, sending it right back at him and blowing him up. It's a nice defensive maneuver. You'll find that your melee is probably one of your best offensive and defensive maneuvers in the game. But there's a lot of stuff coming too. So we don't want to give away the surprise quite yet. But there is some really cool stuff coming that we want to show off here shortly. And then there is the barrel. You don't want to hit those because they'll kill you. And that was our introduction to Heckpoint. And man, I hope you guys join us on Steam and leave us reviews. Give us any insights that you have about the game or what you'd like to see. And we can respond fairly quickly. So thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.